Hey everybody, my name is Jacob Uithoven. I'm here with Wanderheart Project to explain a little bit about the designs and actions specifically with the mountain bike logo. A little tips and tricks on how to get into the sport, how I got into the sport, and how to progress a little bit further into your time as a mountain biker, I suppose. So I got into mountain biking, no surprise, last year during the start of the pandemic. It was a great opportunity to get outdoors and not stay cooped up in the house for a long period of time. So I went out and bought a decent bike to go out to my local trails and even beyond to enjoy the sport, basically. So to get into the sport, you'll need a few things. One, a bike, obviously, and then I also highly recommend getting a bike helmet to protect yourself. If you already have a bike, great. If not, there are plenty of places to get a used bike or a new bike. If you're looking for a new bike, your local bike shop is a great spot to check out, mainly because not only can they give you recommendations on what type of bike you might be looking for, they can give you size recommendations, and they can also give you local trail tips on where your local trails might be. But also they can give you tips and tricks on how to ride with your form properly on a mountain bike trail. So this is my bike and the equipment that I use. By no means is this equipment exactly what you should use. This is just more of what I'm comfortable with and what I take with me every time I go riding. The number one piece of equipment, my bike. Of course, if I don't have my bike, I can't ride. So the next piece of equipment I use is my helmet. I need to have my helmet. A lot of times you don't expect it, but you can crash or fall, and you want to make sure that your head is protected. I also use a pair of gloves. My hands get really sweaty, so I don't want my hands slipping off the grips if I'm going downhill or uphill or off a jump or over some roots or rocks. So I always have a pair of gloves with me. You can just get these at your local hardware store. I got these at Menards, I think, for $10. I also use a pair of construction glasses everywhere I go. If it's dusty, you're riding behind somebody, I like to have these on so you're not squinting your eyes and potentially getting a lot of debris and dust in your eyes. So now that you have your equipment, it's time to hit the trails. A couple of things to keep in mind as you're riding those trails. Especially with the shifting. As you go up the hill, filter all the way down to the lowest gear. That will allow you to pedal a little bit easier. When you're going down a hill, it's important to shift to a higher gear, and that will allow the pedaling to be a little bit harder. And finally, you need to know, where are the trails? So one thing you can do is download on your phone an app called the Mountain Bike Project. It's a great resource to learn about your local trails or find a trail in an area where you are potentially interested in riding. Or if you'd like to stay unplugged, a great resource is your local bike shop. They will know exactly where to go or who might know exactly where to go. So now that you have everything you need to know, thank you so much for watching this video. Happy riding.
Thank you.